This Friday we have the last preview show of 2025 for Warhammer, and from the sounds of it, it is gonna be a big one. As you can see, we're going to be getting things showcased from 40k, Age of Sigmar, the Old World, Necromunda, and also from both the Horus Heresy and Legions Imperialis. So pretty much there will be something for everyone in this show, and whilst there have been a load of rumours and even some leaks recently about what may be appearing at the show, we have now had a bit more of an overt tease today from Warhammer Community about what we can expect. So let's dive straight in and take a look. So what they showed off was a quick 30-second teaser video, which is actually quite funny. They showed a bit of a tongue-in-cheek awareness of all the leaks that have happened, but then they showed, as always, our favourite hosts, Eddie and Adam, who will be hosting this preview. And then from the video, they showed off this image. They got into a plane and essentially flew off. That was how the video ended. But they showed off this image, which is where the meat of our tease comes in, with some very, very interesting things being quite prominently on display. First up on the right hand side, the clear one here is Warhammer Quest. This is one that actually got leaked a good while ago, and we've since then had some early teases over on Warhammer Community to show off some of the heroes in this box. We do know that this is a big box coming for Warhammer Quest. It's got a load of cool heroes from the Forces of Order, and then against them is a monumental force of Nurgle. And from another leak we saw, as well as the artwork for the box, we know that it features to be something that looks like some new Nurgle beastmen, so some pestigors, a few big new characters, as well as all manner of disgusting demonic goodness. And as I said, from some earlier teasers, as well as some rumours that we've seen on a few forums and leaks and that sort of thing, we do know there is talk of a brand new Nurgle Demon Prince, the aforementioned pestigor units, new Nurgle Ogres, some new revamped Blight Kings, as well as some talk of a new Nurgle Cavalry unit. So there is a lot coming for Nurgle and for the Maggotkin in the near future. And I think that from what we can see, there is going to be a fairly sizable Nurgle force in the Warhammer Quest box. I actually don't think that the Warhammer Quest box is going to be all of the Nurgle that we see at this preview show, because if you look to the left of the picture, you can also see this much bigger box with that infamous icon of Nurgle on the side. So what I think we will see is, yes, the full contents of the Warhammer Quest box, but also whatever else is being cooked up by Nurgle in regular AOS as well. So I personally think this is going to be a really big reveal. I think it's going to be one of the biggest reveals for an AOS faction we've had in a long, long time. And I think that the lion's share of the Age of Sigmar content in this reveal is going to be focused on Nurgle via that Warhammer Quest box, and also whatever else they show off from that other tease of Nurgle on the left-hand side of this image. Elsewhere, we also see what is perhaps something hinting towards the Old World. There are some rockets that Eddie is holding in his hands, which look like that Cathay style design. So maybe there could be some new artillery coming, or some new units for the forces of Cathay to help bolster their already pretty good but still a bit minimal roster. So I think that is quite likely. They do say there is going to be some Old World stuff, so I think that would be quite a sensible thing to show off for the upcoming Cathay release. And then also slightly behind Eddie in the picture, there is a large locked chest. Now this one is a bit more of a mystery. We don't know what this is going to be in relation to. It could be a number of things, but to me, this looks like a big locked treasure chest. And who hides treasure chests? Yes, I am calling it once again. I could be wildly off base and you're going to call me an idiot for doing it, but I think this could be, finally, the Vampire Coast Pirates. We know they have been a faction that people have wanted for years and years and years. They have now got a load of lore and backstory and even model designs thanks to Warhammer Total War, which introduced them as a faction. So it would be quite easy for GW to lift a lot of that as inspiration. And as I said, the chest itself, it does look like a pirate chest. So I do think that could make sense. And if they did want to showcase a brand new Old World faction, I do know that Kislev, that has been long rumoured for ages. We saw some early kind of designs and mock-ups for it. So I do think Kislev is coming. But if they are going to show off a brand new Old World faction, and it isn't going to be Kislev, this could be one that they are designing. And I think it would be a really, really popular one. In terms of what else it could be, sort of as this treasure chest kind of thing. I guess maybe the pirate theme could hint at something like for 40k, the long rumored Eldari Corsairs, because they've got a bit more of a piratey theme about them. So potentially it could be that, although I'm not so convinced. Part of me just thinks that maybe it's because I want them so badly, but I really, really am hoping that we get to see some Vampire Coast in this preview show. The final thing that we actually see in the picture, which is very, very clear, is a massive blue box on the left-hand side with the Ultramarine logo on it. And yes, love it or hate it, it seems all but certain that the new Calgar, Cato Sicarius, and the new Victrix Honor Guard, they were but the tip of the iceberg. Ultramarines are getting more models coming along than they already have. Now, to be fair to the Ultramarines, I know everyone hates how often they are sort of used as the poster boy faction and how much stuff they get. They do still have quite a lot of stuff that could be redone or updated. They've got Chaplain Cassius, they've got the Tyrannic War veterans, even the long-forgotten Sergeant Cronus could easily make a return. So it does seem that they are going to have some more stuff coming, and whether that is any of the things that I've just mentioned or something completely new, I do think we are going to see some more stuff coming for the Ultramarines in this reveal show. But I don't think it's just going to be some new stuff for the Ultramarines. I think this reveal show is also going to be where we get our first look at what may be the 10th edition end of edition campaign. Like we got in recent editions with the Arcs of Omen and things like Psychic Awakening, they tend to do a big overarching campaign where every single faction gets at least one new model as we reach the end of an edition. And I do think that this is going to be our first place where we at least hear about this. I don't think we're going to see too much, but I think we'll get a few teasers and it will be officially announced that the end of edition 10th edition campaign is going to focus on the 500 worlds of Ultramar. And why I think a lot of people think this is because we got another potential leak recently, which shows the box you can see on your screen now, the 500 worlds Necron Battalion. And this looks like it's got a load of destroyer kits in it, but as I said, these end of edition campaigns, they always tend to feature a new or a returning updated character. And there have also been lots and lots of rumors swirling around recently about a returning Trazyn the Infinite, a returning Huron Blackheart, even Uriel for the Eldari. They have all been long rumored to be coming back, so I think they could be part of this big end of edition campaign where most factions get a new character updated, and these are going to be the ones for the Necrons, for Chaos, and for the Eldari. So there is a lot to be excited about. I think this is going to be a fairly big reveal, but I would love to know your thoughts on this image and also what you think we will see at the show. Do you think we will see, the Vampire Coast? Do you think we will see all of the new Nurgle stuff? And what exactly do you think we will see for the Ultramarines? I'd also love to know what you think about this potential end of edition campaign. Do you think it is going to be focused around the 500 worlds? And if so, which character for your faction would you like to see get updated? As a Dark Angel player, the obvious one for me is Ezekiel. He is long, long overdue, and I would love to see him get a new model in this campaign. But for whatever faction you play, which character would you most like to see get an update? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more Warhammer content from me, but until next time, I'll catch you later, guys.